Hi guys, Jason from smartcampingguide.com. Today I've taken a look at the MSR Pocket Rocket stove. MSR Pocket Rocket is an ultra-light or lightweight backpacking stove, backpacking and camping stove. It weighs 3 ounces. That's without the fuel, just the stove. Okay, when you get the stove packaged, you'll get this box with instructions inside in about 9 different languages, and you'll get the stove and the container that you can storage container. The storage container is pretty cool. I like it. You can see it just fits in there like nicely. Most people keep them in a stuff sack. Okay, as I said, it weighs 3 ounces. It's 4 inches in length and 2 inches wide. Okay, some of the features. This is the glove-friendly switch that MSR talk about for switching the fuel on and off, and to be able to simmer it and to turn it up higher. Here's the pot supports. One of the small little features I like is this small wing clip. This helps protect the flame from the top of the flame from wind at the top of the stove, which is handy. You can't protect it completely, but it kind of helps it. Okay, let's give it some fuel. I'm using the Coleman fuel here. MSR do say that you've got to use the isopropyl for fuel, but as I'm living in the UK, it's not so easy to get MSR fuel. So looking for, I look for a couple of alternatives. So there's 2 or 3 good alternatives. This is a good one, which is it's still the 70 butane and 30% propane, the same as MSR, but it's just not isobutane. The only main advantage I can see the isobutane is that it performs better in colder temperatures. Okay, let's attach the stove. There's thread here that I attach the stove onto. And when I do this, I'll just do it up nice and finger tight. If you notice that there's not as much fuel coming out, you might think it's going to run out of gas. It's probably because this is a little bit too loose. It's not allowing the fuel to go through. Okay, open the pot supports. Get some fire. Okay, so the stove simmers great. This canister's on its way out, so it's not going to perform as good as it could. And then turn it up. You need some fast boiling. The one thing you have to be careful of is how rapid the flame can come out. That's why they call it a rocket. Is that if you're cooking your cookware at the bottom, because it's a small top on the stove, can easily burn the food or spot burn your pan. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Another thing about the gas is it's this gas is EN tested, so it's got the EN 417 mark on it, so that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about using the gas for it. There's one issue that I've seen people mention in reviews, which is about the stove being sturdy enough. I mean, obviously, if you've got a canister stove, it's likely to be unsturdy because that's really support for it. You can buy support for the stove and MSR, but I don't think it's necessary. And if you do camp, and I do camp on unlevel ground, let's say the ground's a little unlevel like that, then what I usually do is just find something to wedge it and just make it level. I mean, the 8 ounce canister anyway is it's pretty wide, so it's solid enough. It's just making sure I find the right ground to sit the stove on. Okay, I think that's about it. The boiling time for it, which I haven't mentioned, is 3.5 minutes. I won't test out the boiling time because it always depends on the weather conditions. If it's windy, if it's cold, if the temperatures are low, and also what kind of cookware people are using. If you're using cookware that doesn't conduct heat well, it's not gonna boil as quick. If you've got good heat conducting materials in your cookware, it's gonna perform better. Okay, well, I think overall the MSR Pocket Rocket, many people will agree, backpackers will agree, that it's a great stove. Perform as well. It's lightweight, a couple of days out packing, and it's great. The fuel canister, an 8 ounce will last me just over 2 days. MSR advertise it lasts about 60 minutes, but I just kind of look at how many days it lasts. And it's about 2 days, 2.5 days. So 2.5 days out of one of them is pretty cool. Okay, thanks for watching. If you want to see the full review, take a look at smartcampingguide.com.